How Jessica Alba is on track to become a billionaire. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Hello Aluxers, welcome back. You might know her from her role on the show Dark Angel or any one of her Hollywood hits, but Jessica Alba's greatest success arguably has nothing to do with acting. Yes, she's gorgeous and her movies can be fun to watch, but she's also a savvy businesswoman. Her newest venture has her on track to reach a greater level of financial success than most actors ever dream of. Believe it or not, it all started with a load of laundry and ended with a billion-dollar business empire. And we're going to tell you that story today. But first, some background. Who is Jessica Alba? Jessica Alba is best known as an actress who appeared on the TV show Dark Angel and a number of Hollywood movies, including Sin City, Fantastic Four, Little Fockers, and Mechanic Resurrection. Although she has had a successful acting career, she's been involved in a number of flops, too, and won a Razzie Award for the Worst Supporting Actress in 2011. She continues to appear in films occasionally, but she focuses most of her time and efforts on her Honest company, which specializes in non-toxic organic products. She also wrote a book in 2013 called The Honest Life, which focuses on how she removed toxins from her life and her family. She's currently co-starring in the TV show LA's Finest, which debuted in 2019. Alba's been named by Forbes as one of America's richest self-made women, but acting is not what has her on track to become a billionaire. So let's go back to the start. Beginnings. In 2008, Jessica released 3 films, was newly engaged to Cash Warren, and was pregnant with her first daughter, Honor. It was an exciting time, and the last thing Jessica was thinking about was starting her own business. Her friends and family gave her a baby shower, and her mother recommended that she wash her new baby's clothes with a specific detergent meant for infants. When Alba followed her mother's advice, she broke out in a rash from the detergent. This gave her flashbacks of when she was a child and had sensitive skin reactions to everything. She didn't want her baby to have the same experience. So she went into new mom mode and began Googling the contents of the detergent and then expanded her search to the contents of everything in her bathroom and under her kitchen sink. What she found was that every product contained chemicals that could be potentially harmful. She also found out different toxins could legally be named simply as fragrances, leaving consumers unaware of what exactly they were handling. She went on a hunt for household and baby products that were organic and eco-friendly, but she soon found out that such products were overpriced and lacked attractive designs. A billion-dollar idea. She then tried making her own organic products at home, but the results were less than satisfactory. Now, frustrated and still anxious, she sought out Christopher Gavin, who was the leader of a nonprofit called Healthy Child, Healthy World. She asked him for advice on what she should buy. He told her that most of the organic and eco-friendly companies focused on certain product categories, and there was no one-stop shop for safe and non-toxic goods. With this one conversation, the idea for a new company was born. Christopher and Jessica began to have planning sessions where they talked about the logistics and developed a business plan. Jessica soon had a clear picture for what she wanted her company to be. The vision. Throughout Jessica's career, she was consistently underestimated as an actress, but that's what drove her to work even harder. She knew that starting a new venture would open her up to criticism, but this made her want to succeed that much more. Ultimately, her vision was to offer people safe and effective products that are also affordable and beautifully designed. But this was definitely easier said than done. The struggle. By 2009, the new mother had developed a full business plan and a 50-slide PowerPoint for potential investors. Entrepreneur Brian Lee, the creator of LegalZoom and ShoeDazzle, was one of the first to take a look at her PowerPoint. He quickly passed on the opportunity but wished her luck. While she struggled to launch her company, she filmed 3 major movies in 2009. By the time 2011 came around, she was pregnant with her second child and still hadn't gotten her company off the ground. She had made it her mission to become an expert on consumer products and even lobbied before Congress for the Safe Chemicals Act. In the meantime, multiple potential investors fell through, but Alba was undeterred, saying that actresses are used to rejection. Alba said she dealt with about 3 years of condescending pats on the back and people telling her she should just do endorsements before anyone took her seriously. The win. Meanwhile, Brian Lee was having a change of heart. His experiences trying to find safe products for his small child made him realize there was indeed a gap in the market. He invited Jessica back to give another presentation. In the 2 years since their last meeting, she had solidified her business plan and come up with a name, which was the Honest Company. Now, Brian was on board. He brought in another investor named Sean Kane with the initial investment of $6 million. Christopher Gavin also remained as a partner as well. They initially pitched the company as a subscription service for cute, natural diapers and raised $27 million in capital. In 2013, the company had $50 million in sales. After Alba and the other co-founders proved the diaper service would be successful, they raised an additional $127 million in funding in 2014 to expand across different product categories. The success of the company was bolstered by Alba's celebrity status and more than 5 million Instagram followers. In 2014, the company had $170 million in sales and were growing quickly. Billion-dollar trajectory. Although Alba initially planned to keep the business online, product demand soon led to wholesale agreements with Nordstrom, Whole Foods, Target, and several other stores. In 2016, another round of funding raised an additional $100 million at a $1.7 billion valuation. Revenues in 2016 totaled $250 million. 2017 was a tough year for the company, with several recalls and 2 settled lawsuits, and the valuation dipped just below $1 billion. Another $200 million investment received in 2018 would help the company expand into Europe. Jessica herself owns between 15% and 20% of the company. In 2015, Forbes listed her net worth at $200 million. The very next year, Forbes reported her net worth to be at $340 million. Now, with her company expanding, sales increasing, and a potential IPO in the future, she's on track to become a billionaire in the next several years. But ironically, Alba has said that $1 billion feels like a small number for the opportunity of what's possible. The lesson. Hey Luxers, several lessons could be drawn from Alba's story of success. Jessica was used to being underestimated and seen as just another pretty face. For years, she bought into the idea that she wasn't smart before she learned to trust herself and embrace her true potential. The critics were never silenced, but her reaction to them changed. She learned to gain motivation from those who said she couldn't succeed and push that much harder. You're guaranteed to have at least one critic trying to hold you back. Whether they succeed will depend entirely on whether you allow it to happen. And if you have your own potential billion-dollar idea but need a little help securing investors, check out The Art of Startup Fundraising, a book by Alejandro Cremandes and Barbara Corcoran. These experts offer easy-to-follow guidelines and a fresh perspective on the digital world of finance, with advice on everything from pitching to investors to negotiating the deal. You can hear this $20 book on Audible without paying a cent if you go to Alux.com/freebook and sign up for the first time. You'll get the audiobook version for free, thanks to our partnership with Audible. The quote. While researching this story, we came across an incredible quote from Jessica we'd like to share with you, and it goes like this. All the rejection that I've been through only made me stronger, and it's part of being an entrepreneur. You kind of have to take the kid gloves off and let them feel it, because it's not going to be the first time that someone's going to say no or close a door in your face. You're gonna have to figure out how to burst through it. Keep this in mind, Aluxers, whenever you face rejection. Remember, it's only a temporary setback, and find a way to burst through those closed doors. Question. Now that we're wrapping up this story about Jessica Alba, we'd like to know, do you think Jessica should give up acting altogether and focus solely on her company? Let us know what you think in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, what could that possibly mean? Your bonus fact, of course. Here it is. Jessica has a beautiful smile, but did you know her left front tooth is half fake? Turns out the tooth broke in half when she accidentally hit her face against a wall while filming a kissing scene with Dane Cook for the 2007 movie Good Luck, Chuck. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.